Boy, if you like pork chops, you're going to love the next recipe that adds maple syrup and Granny Smith apples to the plate. We're cooking today in our Proxi Kitchen with Chef Carrie Leonard from Johnson and Wales University. It's been a long time since we've seen you. I'm glad you're back.
It has. I finally have some space in my busy calendar at school to do this with you.
You're a busy lady. All right, what do we got going here, Carrie?
We're brining today. What we're going to do is take actually a method that you can actually use any kind of meat. This is called brining. Tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to pour some water in here. Because a brine and a marinade is a little bit different from each other. Marinade is more strong flavors.
Okay.
A brine is more like a product's going to sit in for a while. So far I've got in there some apple cider, water. This is a little soy sauce. Sugar and salt are pretty key for a brine. So I'm going to get my sugar and my salt in there. A lot of it too. All
right, yeah, it looks like you're putting a whole bunch down in there.
They're just going to sit in there. Here's some good flavor and stuff right here. Maple syrup. And you see how I measure everything. So.
You are very stringent on that.
That's what I do. That's
Carrie.
what's going to cause this to burn just a little bit. Is there's quite a bit of sugar in there, and some thyme, some nice fresh thyme. Just going to break that up, throw that in there.
If not, you can't find thyme. Just go outside and find a weed in the yard. It's okay. Throw it in.
I can always find thyme.
Okay. Yes, you can.
So I'm going to stir that up, and I'm going to put my pork right in here, and I'm going to use my hands just to get that in there. You know, you can let this sit overnight. You can do it for a couple of hours, or you can let it sit overnight.
Now, does it matter if the chops are thin sliced or thick sliced? Or...
Thin slice usually works a little better. Let me wash my hands real quick.
Okay. Heading over there for the Proxi hand soap.
I've got my Proxi.
Which is fantastic, by the way. Try some of it. I'm telling you, the shower gel is terrific from Proxi. Thanks to them so much. We appreciate them. All right, your hands are all clean?
Pork is one of those things you want to make sure that you are really clean when you're working with raw pork.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I've got this in here now. We're going to pull out the Magic Kitchen. Already marinated. Dun-ta-dun.
The Shaka Zula.
Yes. Ta-da. Now, these have been hanging out for a while. And these I put my garlic in, and my little bay leaf has already been in there for a while. So I just got to be careful when I'm pulling this out. I'm actually going to put them on a towel. And that's going to let them dry out just a little bit before I get them on this grill.
Okay, so you want the top coating not really on there is what you're saying.
Yeah, if I put something wet on there, it's not going to give me the good sear that I want.
All right.
And there's quite a bit of sugar in here, so. All right, let me get these puppies on. Ready for a sizzle?
I'm ready. I'll back up.
Okay.
Here we go. That's a good sound
All
right
about
there.
the sizzle.
Okay.
It's all about the technique. We're going to let these cook for a little bit. I'm going to turn them so I get these great grill marks that you see that we have right here. And some of the natural flavors in here with the maple and the apple cider. We're going to pair it with a little apple sauce that we got going here. And this bread, this is the Sweet King's Hawaiian bread. They're really good sweet bread with a little honey mustard as the sauce on that. So we're going to give you a little taste of
this. This is going to be a sweet meal.
You don't like it?
Oh, yeah.
You don't get anything else from me like that.
No, it's fantastic. Okay. While you're doing all that, why don't you tell everybody about you got a cable thing going on TV?
I do. It's awesome. I was able to work with Time Warner Cable. And I now have a 12-series or 12-episode show, Culinary Classroom. It's on Channel 199, Time Warner Cable on demand. And I'm much more refreshed and composed.
Look at you, superstar.
I know. And we teach, I'm teaching the classical French techniques. Not so much recipes, but techniques. Just like brining is a technique. I teach techniques, not so much just the recipe, the end product.
All right.
So I'm doing that. I'm loving it, and it's going to be on my website as well. We're going to have that up too. So if you can't catch it on Time Warner, catch it on my website.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long are we cooking these on each side for these chops?
Well, I'm giving them about 3 minutes a side, which is going to go beyond the length of time we have here.
Yes, it is.
So that's why I cooked that guy.
I'll wait.
Now, pork used to be where you had to let it cook all the way up to about 170 degrees. You don't have to let it get that high anymore. They really are taking good care of the pork, the pigs now, and you're not having to deal with some of the issues that we did. So you could actually have medium cooked pork.
Obviously, still, though, we want the pork to be cooked. Now, I know a lot of people will use some kind of temperature gauge. Is there a trick for knowing when the pork is done? Anything that comes to mind? Am I stumping you here?
It's a lot tougher than beef, so you can't really use the finger method that you would like if it was a steak. You can use a thermometer, but if you do, try and go in from the side so you're not putting a hole and all the juices are coming out of it. Used to be 170 degrees. Now you can take it all the way down to about 145, 150. Okay. Makes it much more tender. You get rid of that tough pork chop.
Okay. Am I ready to taste here?
Yeah, buddy.
Are you
ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
All right.
And I love that bread,
It's a little drippy,
Okay, let me set this over here.
but it should be fabulous. All right.
Fabuloso.
Let's get all the good stuff.
Mmm.
And that flavor go all the way through. That's what brining will do for you.
It's
You like?
I got a big mouthful.
That's a compliment to the chef when the guests can't speak.
When I can't talk, it's terrific. Fantastic, as always,
Thank
Carrie
you.
Leonard. Check her out, too, and her little Time Warner Cable thing going on.